Today's video is the maiden flight of the Freewing F-5 High Performance. It's got the 1920 kV 9-blade 80mm EDF and 100 amp ESC. Just look over a few things real quick and get this F-5 in the sky. You'll notice it's a pretty scaled down model, doesn't have any lights, doesn't have a nose gear light. You know, it's just pretty much lightweight, should be a fast performing bird. We'll try to get in the power a little bit today. However, we will have a future flight review where we'll put it through some more paces. This is just get it up in there and get it lined out and see how it feels on the maiden flight. You'll notice it's got good suspension on it. The gear door is spring operated, so another weight savings there. It doesn't have any gear doors on the main gears. Let's take a look at the equipment. We've got the Spectrum IX14 for the transmitter. We've got an SMC 6S4400 high voltage pack. We've got it just shy of the little square that's in the battery mount there. And then we've also got the new Freewing tail flame. Not sure how well to show up today, so we'll try to get a couple of flights in with it low lit to show that up. And then we've got an AR620. You'll notice it's tucked up underneath here on the bottom. So we'll be flying this without a gyro, just a normal 6-channel sport receiver. We're going up with a 3.5 minute timer. Normally I go about 3:45, even 4 minutes on some of the other planes. With this one, smaller wings, definitely want to keep it, you know, away from high banks and slow speed, and you definitely want to fly it around with some power. So I'm going to drop the timer down just a little bit for this first flight. So let's get this F-5 in the sky and see how it goes. Taking off. Didn't even take much trim. Oh, pretty good.
Put the lighter pack in there with bigger milliamps than the other one. Rate seems pretty good. I went down to low aileron, saved medium elevator.
It's really holding the attitude around the turn. Trying not to bank it too far because of the little wings. Just flying around good.
No gyro, it's pushing around a little bit. Not too bad. So I come around and do a gear check. Make sure we got the gear down. And then when I get on the other side, I'll put the flaps in. See if I need to do any adjustments. Down pressure. Flaps are coming in.
Let's see. It feels pretty good. Bank it too far. Looking good.
Beautiful. Awesome ground handling on this plane. So, came in nice and smooth, so I think that's a main flight complete. Put the flaps up, clean it up.
Take it back to the bench. So now we've got the maiden flight completed on the Freewing F-5 80mm high performance. Overview, put it on the center line, went straight down, lifted out nice. Had to put a little bit of aileron trim in it and just a couple of clicks of up, and pretty much flew spot on from there. Went around, put the gear down, got on the downwind, tested the flaps, and needed a little bit of down elevator in it, and it seemed to feel really good in the air with the flaps. So we made an approach and brought it in, sat it down on the runway. This plane, you fly it all the way in and pull the power off and let it transition and just set it down. You know, you definitely don't want to glide a long ways with this plane, even with small wings. As long as you're flying level, it can go fairly far. However, you notice when you transition it and sit it down on the mains, it slows down pretty quick. So keep that in mind. Let's look at the battery voltage. We were on a 3.5 minute timer. We were at 1 minute and 15 seconds left of useful throttle time. So we're about 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the throttle. And with that being said, should have had enough for a couple of go rounds if we needed. However, we brought it in and put it right on the runway. So on our voltage, we're at 398 a cell, 75%, which is really good. As fairly easy on the throttle. However, you know, we did get you know, pretty good flight time in. So we've had this motor in some other planes on the channel. You know, it's basically the standard motor for the high performance versions, other than the new Freewing Cougar that came out that has the upgraded motor, and it gives you good top speed, really efficient, and plenty of power. So my first impression of this plane is it's no frills, but it is really fun to fly. It's a fast bird. You know, it's really got the speed. Couple things you want to be careful on, like I say, the smaller wings, be careful going through turns, definitely have some power on, and, you know, try to stay out of banking it real far. One turn I did, and I could tell, you know, it'll catch up to you real quick if you're not careful, so definitely stay ahead of this plane. The other thing is, don't have any lights, so if you're in low light, it might be a little bit harder to see. However, you know, it is a challenging bird, but at the same time, it was really fun to fly. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video today. If you did, go ahead and push like. If you want to see future Maiden flight videos, subscribe to the channel while you're here. I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next one.